Hello, I'm the CommanderZander. I remember it so that a science critic doesn't have to. And neither should you. Hey kids, you want to learn about science in a fun way? Then you're in luck because we're going to be reviewing Bill Nye the Science Guy. See, I didn't know Homer Simpson loved science. Bill Nye the Science Guy was a wonderful show, especially if you were around in the late 90s. Or mid-90s for that matter. Whenever, if you were in the 90s at any time, you know about Bill Nye the Science Guy. Because he taught science in the most fun way possible. Nobody else can duplicate what Bill Nye the Science Guy did. And we're going to take a look at one of his episodes today. So with that, let's delve into Bill Nye the Science Guy. And find out how legit he really is. We're going to review the episode Magnetism.
Hello, young neighbors. Welcome to Junior Science. Today we're going to talk about the mysterious power of magnetism.
This is a magnet, and this is a magnet.
This is a magnet, and this is a magnet.
Today we're going to have a
Actually, Willie and Playboy are magnets, if you know what I mean. Hey! How dare you call us a gatekeeper, man? I didn't mean it that way. I was just using you as an example for magnets. You sicko! Sorry. Oh yeah, did I mention he's got the most kick-ass theme song in the history of theme songs? Bill Nye the Science Guy!
Now the Science Guy is brought to you by Bar Magnets. You get
The episodes always start with a brought to you by false advertisement, and then we get to the man of the hour, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Laboratory doors. Pretty nice decorations, huh? Magnetism is invisible. Magnetism comes from minerals found in the Earth. And the Earth is so full of these minerals that the Earth itself is a giant magnet. That's what makes compasses.
So you're telling me that the Earth is a giant compass, pretty much, because it's as round as one. North is up and south is down. East is west and... No, east is right and west is left. You get the point.
Magnet makes the iron powder.
Ooh, pretty.
Now, only three things can stick to magnet. Iron, nickel, and cobalt. Nothing else will stick.
You're telling me that a nickel coin will stick to a magnet? What happens if it's like a quarter or a dime or a penny?
Magnetism comes from moving electrons. You know what we call moving electrons?
No.
Call it electricity.
Godzilla! Rah! Sorry, I had to do that.
Now, where would we get some
He's obviously explaining where magnetism comes
When I
from.
connect this battery
Comes from electricity, of course.
to this coil, and we'll get magnetism. Here we go.
So he charges up this battery to create a magnet,
There's enough magnetism to hold up
and look what it does.
this weight. Now, what'll happen when we disconnect the wire? Well, the magnetism will stop. You ready?
Sure.
3,
1,000.
2,
1,000.
1.
1,000.
Ooh. In slow-mo. Yikes.
Magnetism's pretty cool.
Just like anything in science is pretty cool. Except Playboy's not pretty cool. Hey! I am so cool! With guacamole! Yes. Yeah, you say that, Playboy, but you're not.
to the 2 posts of the dry cell.
Now, this is a kid that's creating his own magnet, and this is a very cool way to do it.
The clips. They hang on in bunches.
That is so incredible.
You live on a magnet. That's right, the Earth is a big magnet.
How is the Earth a big magnet, Bill? Ask us!
Now, where does the Earth's magnetic field come from? I mean, where are the moving electrons? Well, the Earth is full of melted iron and nickel.
Hey, wait a minute. If he's explaining this, who's piling in me a helicopter?
Huge loops. The Earth's magnetic field extends way out into space.
And that's why the Earth is a magnet, kiddies.
Spawning fish, migrating birds, and helicopter pilots all use it to find their way anywhere on the Earth. The Earth is a big magnet, and its magnetic field is pretty handy.
I am Martin the Magnificent. Watch.
Okay, you think you're cool because you're a magician who knows magnetism? Look, you don't need magnetism to be magical. See, now you've got me all bumbled up with my M's.
Magnets are made of metals. Iron, cobalt, or nickel. If a magnet comes near one of these metals, it pulls on it.
You're killing
If a
Slinky!
magnet comes near another magnet, it pushes on it or pulls on it. With magnets, likes repel, opposites attract.
I guess that means that Playboy and Willie, since they're opposites, they retract. Isn't that right? Too bad there's not a Mr. Woodchuck in between you. Woodchuck, Woodchuck. Mine, you're too bad, man. Mine too.
Well, take a look at this. These are the electrons.
I thought Mr. Woodchuck was dead. Oh well.
Front end and a back end, a north end and a south end. Now, right now, they're parked all which way?
Bill Nye is using taxi cabs to explain magnetism.
Back it up, Joe. Okay, Sally.
Or not. Maybe they're just car.
There. Now, let's
It looks like Mustangs.
see. We end up with two smaller magnets. These cars have a north end and a south end, a north pole and a south pole. So if you break a magnet
Yo, in hindsight, this kind of explains drafting in a NASCAR race.
and a south pole,
Opposites repel, meaning that they're able to stay attached when they're drafting each other. Now it all makes sense! I just use science in NASCAR! Ha! It's not a redneck thing! Take that!
Compass Man.
Who's Compass Man? Okay, that is a badass compass hoodie.
Trusty Compass as he searches for truth, justice, and magnetic north.
Look, it's Compass Man.
Will he ever find his way?
No. But he is a
The
badass.
directions you've only imagined. Compelling, repelling, and attractive. It's Compass Man. In thrilling Magnovision.
Jack is hanging
God, is Bill Nye a badass!
see if he can learn more about this strange force.
Alright, let's skip ahead, because they're pretty much going to talk more about magnetism stuff, and you want to get to what happens.
hit the Earth's atmosphere, and the Earth's magnetic field makes the air glow. Now, where the Earth's magnetic field is the strongest,
Bill Nye now delving even deeper into why the Earth is a magnetic
up here we
field.
call the glowing the northern lights, or aurora borealis. Down here we call the glowing the southern lights, or aurora australis. Anyway, we end up with these big
Australis?
charged.
Well, that makes sense since Australia's on the southern end there.
They're called the Van Allen belts, named after the United States physicist who discovered them.
Look at those. Pretty cool, huh?
Shannon Stapleton, you just won the Magnetic Personality of the Year award. What are you going to do now?
I'm gonna go see Compass Man.
Oh, for crying out loud. Where's Compass Man? It's like finding Waldo, except Waldo's easily noticeable. Compass Man kind of is hard to find.
The sun's got one too. The sun's magnetic field causes sun.
You're telling me that the sun's a magnetic field too?
Sometimes. I got some more news for you.
See, now there's stuff that you would never know about.
You'll be needing this compass. You know why? They don't have magnetic fields. Because
Venus, Mars, and the Moon are all also magnets?
it'll spin fast enough to cause the churning and burning that you need to have a planetary magnetic field.
Either Bill Nye has some wicked humpback or his head's slipping away.
There are magnetic fields. On Jupiter, the magnetic field is 20,000 times stronger than the Earth's. On Saturn, it's 10 times stronger. On Uranus and Neptune, it's 100 times stronger. On Mercury,
Notice he says Uranus, not Uranus. Get it? Your anus, Playboy? Why are you mocking me today? Because you're in there, and I'm here. So, ha.
you know, this is the same compass that Compass Man uses.
Some animals, like dolphins, birds, and honeybees.
And you want to know why Bill Nye knows that that's the same compass that Compass Man uses? Because Compass Man and Bill Nye are one and the same. Just like I'm Batman. Because I'm Batman! Hey! I'm Batman! Because I'm Batman! You're not even Robin, Willie, so zip it.
Find a little horseshoe magnet that
that will give you lots of fun. while
Now,
you're learning
typically
about
at the end of every Bill Nye, they do a song that parodies off of one of the hits at the time.
This is magnetic or not? An aluminum bicycle. Magnetic or not?
Not.
More cold hard cash. Magnetic or not?
Well, I guess that answers that question.
Magnetic
Well,
or not?
quarters, dimes, pennies are not magnetic, but nickels are. I would think. Here we go. Opposites attract.
People talk about attraction. It's all about magnetism action. Example, paper clip. If you wanna tip magnetism,
You know what that means? That means Lily and Playboy are attractive to each other since they're opposites. Oh yeah. Word to your granny, y'all. Hey, we're not attractive, but you're opposites. You answer questions in the silliest way possible, and Willie does reviews. That's opposite of each other. So technically, you two are opposites. Hence, you need to be attractive, like magnets. What? That's impossible. With guacamole. Yeah. Nothing is possible. Actually, nothing is impossible. With science! Because I'm blinded by it.
to making a mag left train run. Magnets can be a lot of fun. Opposites attract.
Just another way in which science is used to make life better for all of us.
Oh, there you are. Glad you caught up. Excuse me. I've got some serious orienteering to do. See you next week. Should be able to find my way out of here by then. Oh, sorry.
He ran into the sound man. Nearly ran into the tree. He runs into the cameraman.
From the map he carries.
He ran into the sound man and the cameraman. Jesus Christ. Something tells me he's not going to be back.
He is able to go right to the river, even though he
Unlike this Boy Scout who knows what the hell he's doing.
Let's see, it must have been about 1938 when I came up with that idea. Now you
Produced in association with the National Science
as
Foundation.
in myself, as in my idea, nobody else's. But you don't hear about that. They don't talk about that, do they? No, you've never even heard of me. You're looking at me. You have no idea who I am. Me and my opposite.
We don't know who you are. You're just a babbling buffoon who's trying to explain himself, but you have no life whatsoever. Seriously, what kind of a life does this guy possess?
There it is. I let anybody come in. Anybody at all. You know, it was that interest or what? She comes in. I know she's coming.
Alright, we'll get to the end here, and it's going to show the people responsible for Bill Nye the Science Guy. They get credit for this. This is not for monetary purposes, in case you didn't figure this out, YouTube. Can someone kill that guy? There you go. Alright, so there you go. That's Bill Nye the Science Guy. Wonderful way to introduce a kid into science. Especially if they're bored by school, and quite frankly, I don't blame them. So, if you're looking for a way to learn science, look no further than Bill Nye the Science Guy. 'Cause not only does he teach science, he does it in a cool way. Unlike Playboy with his questions. You suck, CommanderZander! I'm gonna get you for this! Yeah, that'll be the day. I'm the CommanderZander! I remember it so that it stands a great deal now too, and neither should you!